All right, next up, we're going to talk about the Ranger, the Deadeye Ascendancy class. The Ranger also is appealing to me. I think this is, ranged classes are pretty strong in ARPGs. Number 1 is called Avidity. 30% chance that if you would gain frenzy charges, you instead gain up to your maximum number of frenzy charges. That sounds amazing. So instead of getting 1 frenzy charge, you get your maximum number, which who knows what that is. It's definitely more than 1 though. So you're going to be using lots of frenzy charges if you're a Deadeye. Number 2 is Thrilling Chase. Benefits from consuming frenzy charges for your skills have a 50% chance to be doubled. So you want lots of frenzy charges because they get consumed by your skills. And then this gives you a chance to give you double the benefit. So sounds amazing, actually. And then number 3, we've got Eagle Eyes. You have no accuracy penalty at distance. So accuracy is a stat that's going to increase your chance to hit with ranged weapons, is my guess. I think that's a pretty logical conclusion. And then, so Eagle Eyes basically means your accuracy is not reduced by distance, which is cool. And 4A, we've got Point Blank, which says projectiles deal 20% more hits damage to targets in the first 3.5 meters of their movement, scaling down with distance traveled to reach 0% after 7 meters. So I notice hits has little dotted underline. I'm guessing hits damage versus like damage over time, right? Let's say you hit someone with a poisoned arrow. The hits damage is probably the initial impact, and then the poison you deal to them after is probably not considered hits damage. So projectiles deal 20% more hits damage to targets in the first 3.5 meters of their movement, scaling down, which basically means the closer you are to a target, the more damage you're going to deal to them, exactly 20%. And that actually scales down, actually. So you want to be shooting at about 3.5 meters there. 4B says Fire Shot. Projectiles deal 0% more hits damage to targets in the first 3.5 meters of their movement, scaling up with distance traveled to reach 20% after 7 meters. The exact opposite of Point Blank. So you can actually choose, do you want to be an up close Deadeye, or do you want to be kind of a long range Deadeye? You'll choose either Point Blank or Fire Shot respectively. Number 5 is Endless Munitions. Skills fire an additional projectile. Sounds amazing, right? I mean, why wouldn't you want to shoot double? Or I guess, if you're only shooting 1, it would be 2. If you're shooting 2, it'd be 3. It's not necessarily doubling, but it's just increasing your number of projectiles by 1. Number 6 is Called Shots. You can apply an additional mark, whether that's Hunter's Mark or maybe some mark that increases damage taken by projectiles. You can apply more than 1 mark.